this week's Critical Moment Action Report. I am Scriven Community Leader, and this week we've got a lot of big news going on, or I guess it's not necessarily a lot of big news, but we have a lot of news going on. The WoW-centric portion, again we said we were a WoW-centric guild. The WoW-centric portion of the Raiders are actually getting stuff together and moving on. They've decided that LFR is a little bit easy, though it's a great way of gearing up. It was time to move up to Flex. This week, our WoW World of Warcraft raiding team moved into Flex raiding. Greer Reaver put together a great, I think we went to 10 to 14 man, depending on which night we went, but it was a 10 to 14 man raid team that we put together. We went in there, and on Tuesday night, we went in and we jumped in the LFR first and cleared the first wing of Siege of Orgrimmar. Then we repeated, stepped back out, put together the Flex raid, and went in on our own and completed the first wing of Siege of Orgrimmar. That was 4 bosses down. The first time we've seen, most raiders had actually seen them in the Flex raiding mode. On Wednesday night, we decided to go back in, and we went into Wing 2. We cleared Wing 2 on LFR, stepped back out again, reformed the Flex raid, this time with 11 players, and actually ended up 2-healing it. Killed the first boss, and then killed the second boss, and we're working on the third boss. The raid night ended. It was good because we're working progression. Flex is progression for us right now. Stepped back out, went back in on a third night in a row, which was rough, but everyone was there. Went in on Thursday night and worked on that third boss, downed him, and then set of boss, I guess it's a Dark Shaman. So we went into the fourth boss of Wing 2, which is the last one before you start working on the last part of Siege of Orgrimmar, the last 2 sections of 6 bosses total. And we worked on the, General Nazgul, and got him down to 10% a few times. A little tweaking we have to do. We expect we'll get him down this week. It's not going to be that much of a problem. There will be some schedule changes because 3 straight nights of raids was kind of brutal. Last night, what happened was we had our first trivia night and giveaway, and this is something that Greer's coordinating and organizing within the guild, where he gets everyone together and they go run stuff. They were running Throne of Thunder last night on, I think it was just LFR, running with the guild. A bunch of people got together. They were running through killing bosses, stuff that maybe some of the raiders, maybe Azrael or Cash or those guys may not have seen them because they haven't raided that content on all their characters. People still gearing up. You get 502 gear out of it anyway, so it is still a step up from the 496 that you get off the Timeless Isle or the 483 that you get out of boosting your character up. So they ran through that last night. Greer did a couple of giveaways also. He was doing some trivia questions and some giveaways, and I believe a couple people received their Dark Phoenix mount, which is a guild mount, being as Critical Moment is a level 25 World of Warcraft guild on Airy Peak. We have the ability to do that. I hope you use guild funds to do that because we've got quite a few. Buy those, give them away. It's a great incentive, something fun to do. I think we're going to do it every Saturday night. Now, what do we have on tap for this week? This week, tonight, we have PvP and points night. This means we have guys, I think Cash, Greer, and I am mind blanking right now. Whatever. We've got some 2v2 guys. I'm sorry, I apologize. And I know it's one of our regular... Broody. Crash, Greer, and Broody are doing 2v2s. I don't know if they've done any 3v3s, but they're doing a lot of PvP. You can get some 522 gear out of that. You can also get, if you get the upper tier of PvP gear, 550. So they're going to be doing that tonight, and other people are welcome to jump in and do some PvP. It's another way to gear up, easy to do. It's another weekly cap you get to do. Now, keeping all of this in mind, I don't want anyone to think that we're grinding or doing any of that kind of stuff now, and you're forced to do your dailies, blah, blah, blah. This is all in preparation or kind of getting ready for the Warlords of Draenor, which we know is months away. And this is getting everyone in so we can try to get into Siege of Orgrimmar on normal and then see what we can do and hopefully build the raid team up and build it. And it's more about teamwork than it is about the gear score and all that other stuff. Now, you do have to have certain stuff to down certain bosses, and that's what we're kind of working on, and that's where the teamwork comes in. So that's the focus we're going. This week, going back to the schedule because I'm kind of jumping around, we've got tonight PvP points night at 9 o'clock. These times are all central. On Tuesday night, we'll be going back into the Flex raid. I think maybe Greer didn't update the schedule. Wednesday is supposed to be a kind of a catch-up, whatever night, and I think Thursday is our Flex night, second Flex night. And then Friday, of course, will be New World Explorers, which is a great segue. So we're going to go into what do we do this week for New World Explorers. Well, it was funny because we all in the new socialization of Critical Moment, and we've got the team speak, and we minimize the channels down. You have to create channels if you want to break away and do your own thing, but we're encouraging socialization amongst all the players regardless of what game they choose to play. Again, being a WoW-centric guild means that we focus a lot of our efforts and giveaway and prizes and stuff towards the World of Warcraft, we do have players playing a lot of other games, and I'll talk about the other big game going on right now in Critical Moment. So, back to New World Explorers. New World Explorers this week, we jumped into Neverwinter, and we decided we're going to go with newbie tunes. So we all started out, everyone luckily was above level 4, which means I'd finished the starting area. It was ended up being Greer and myself and Noob, and we decided that the easiest thing to do was to just group up and run some Foundry missions. Foundry missions are player-created content. We ran through 2 of those. One was kind of an arena fight, and that was kind of okay and fun, and we got some loot out of it. And the other one was more of a storyline, and it was actually pretty good. So we had fun in New World Explorers. This week coming up, this Friday night, because it's our new night, is we will be doing the Age of Conan, which is a free-to-play game from Funcom. You can download the game, and I did it last week. Download the game, and then go ahead and get ready. We're going to create brand new tunes. It's probably the safest thing to do for everyone. Brand new tunes, limited if you're not a subscriber, but that's fine. Pick the classes. We're going to group up together and then go in and hit some Age of Conan for a few hours on this Friday night, starting at 9 o'clock. Usually we go for about 2 hours, so 9 to 11, and if people want to keep going, they can. So it's another way to expose you, the members, to new games you may not have tried before, but it's fun to do as we jump in there with a bunch of friends. So that's what we're going to be doing this week. Age of Conan. Now, what's the other big news going on in the community? The big thing is that Santir and Zio have been proponents of the game Elder Scrolls Online. Now, they've been playing, they've always been in favor of the game. They liked it. They played it through the beta. They like the mechanics. They like the crafting. I think they like just about everything about the game. I mean, there's always some little tweaks, and that's been in every game. But for the most part, they really are enjoying the game. So they've been talking to other members who are also interested. And it turns out now, I mean, there's quite a few. The community is actually embracing the Elder Scrolls as a game and a group. And so they've formed a guild. I don't know how the servers work in the Elder Scrolls, but I know they're Ebon Pact. And some of them are Imperial because it gets you a cheaper horse, 1 gold versus 14,000, I think. But Santir and Zio are kind of running casually, probably running the guild and controlling everything, banks and availability for crafting support and that kind of stuff. And the guild is called Bloody Red Horde with a D. Again, I wanted to make sure I didn't mess that up. Bloody Red Horde. It's Ebon Pact Guild. Jump into TeamSpeak before you start anything if you're just starting out, and they can get you hooked up and get the support going. I think everyone is enjoying the game. I talked to Kex this weekend. Kex, or Zio, I know, was, and I think he was upper 30s, probably in his 40s or even higher now. Everyone is pretty much taking their time. There's no rush to end game. There's a lot of stuff to do. It's a typical Elder Scrolls kind of game, which means they said 32,000 pages of lore and story in the books alone. So there are 30,000 words. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff to read. There's a great storyline that goes on. The character development sounds fun. And everyone who's playing it is enjoying it. I haven't heard anything negative out of anybody who's playing since launch, which is a good thing. So if you're looking, they've got about 15 members right now. So if you're looking to jump into the Elder Scrolls Online, make sure you jump into TeamSpeak, talk to Kex, talk to Zio, talk to Santir, talk to any of the other guys who are doing that, and they'll hook you up and they'll get you going. And that channel has been hopping. Yesterday I was joking around. There was a battle between, I was like, oh, which channel's going to win? Which channel's going to win? And through the day, it was kind of, Tezo was kind of ahead. There were more players in the Tezo channel than there were in the World of Warcraft channel. And then as the time got later, and the older players like Santir had to go to bed, and Harper had to go do her 8th TV night of the 7-day week, and other things like that happen, the Tezo channel started growing, or the World of Warcraft channel started getting more people, which was great. It was still good. We had about 15, 16 people who were enjoying talking to each other, jumping in TeamSpeak, and I was in there. I wasn't even playing World of Warcraft or Tesla, and I was playing other games, and still jumping in and talking to people. So we had a good time. So it was a great week in Critical Moment. Everything's looking good. The guild is down to about 38 members. We're starting to pick up members in World of Warcraft, so you should start seeing that number jump up. Encouraging people to jump in TeamSpeak. If you're playing Elder Scrolls or playing anything else, and you meet people who you think would be a great addition to the community, go ahead and invite them in. Get them to apply on the website and all this other stuff. Again, we're looking for a good, great, fun, social, and mature environment, and so go ahead and bring your buddies in. Other than that, it's been a great week. I look forward to seeing everyone this week and the things that are going on in Elder Scrolls and the World of Warcraft. And again, join us on Friday night for Scrivian's New World Explorers as we hit Age of Conan. Everybody have a great week gaming. I look forward to seeing you in the game of your choice. Bye.